Hello guys, what's up? It's Alex, first YouTube video on this channel. Today I'm going to be hitting you guys with a deck profile for Noble Rabbits. So let's begin. Alright, to start off we've got 2 rabbits, that's the limit. Pretty much just stable for this deck. Every one of these decks should have it. Pretty much play it. It's an original card, people used to use it for Dino Rabbits. Just play it, banish, special summon 2 normals, level 4. And this is what you get out with it. Next is Noble Knight Artorigus. He's pretty much another staple for this deck. He is a level 4, good for the Xyz that you use in this deck. That's pretty much what this deck's all about, is running those Xyz, getting those double hits with, you know, Heroic Knight and Blinja. That's what I usually mostly run in this deck. We've got 3 Midrayut. Midrayut, if you're making this deck, a little pricey. He's around 30. He's between $25 and $35. But what he does is amazing. Pretty much what he does is it doesn't have an effect as a normal monster considered until it gets an equip card on him. And once he has an equip card, it says this card becomes dark and its level is increased by 1. Once per turn, if you control no other monsters, you can special summon 1 Noble Knight monster from your deck in face-up defense position except Noble Knight Midrayut. And if you do, destroy 1 equipped spell card you control. And that's a really good effect for this deck, because you want all those level 4s you can get for the Xyz summon. Okay, so next is another pretty stable card for this deck. Every one of these should have it. It goes with Artorigus. It's Noble Knight Gwaine. If you have a light normal monster, you can just special summon it in face-up defense position. Once again, another good thing for the level 4 XYZs. Okay, we've got Ignoble Knight of Black. You can send 1 face-up light monster, normal monster, so Artorigus, once again, staple card of this deck, to the graveyard to special summon it from your hand or graveyard. And then you contribute a Noble Knight monster to add a Noble Arms, which is the equip spells from your deck to your hand. So that's why that's a really good card. He's got 5 stars, got 2,000 attack, so he's a pretty good beater. Next, to Thunder King Ryo. Thunder King Ryo, as you know, a really good card for any deck. Then we've got 2 Photon Thrasher. He's good for this deck because he's a level 4, obviously. And once again, the level 4s with this deck mostly used for XYZs. Okay, now we're going to get on to our spells. We have Monster Reborn, which these are the first staples. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, and Pot of Avarice. And Reinforcements of the Army. Most people choose to run it in this deck. I still haven't seen a guy who hasn't, and I've seen these decks a lot around. The only reason I'm not showing this to you like a real deck is because the cards I'm ordering, I've already ordered them, but they're still coming in parcel. Alright, so now we've got 3 Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is pretty much a good card for any deck. We've got 3 Noble Arms Caliburn. Caliburn is you can only control 1 face-up Noble Arms Caliburn equipped only to a warrior type monster, and it gains 500 attack. You gain 500 life points per turn. And if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 warrior type Noble Knight monster you control and equip it, and equip this card to that target. And you can only control 1 Noble Arms Caliburn once per turn. So I'm running 3 of those. Next, 3 Noble Arm. I have no idea how to say it. If I attempt, it's Arfidetour. And it's pretty much got most of the same effects of Caliburn. You can only control 1 of them, and you equip it to a warrior monster. Once per turn, you can target 1 set card your opponent controls. The equipped monster permanently loses 500 attack, and if it does, destroy that target. So it's kind of like an automatic Mystical Space Typhoon that just keeps every turn, gets to keep doing it and doing it. So that's why it's a really good equip card. And if it leaves the field, or the attack loss remains even if this card leaves the field or the monster becomes unaffected by card effects. And if it's destroyed, it gets to be reattached, and you can only use Arfidetour's effect once per turn. Now we're going to get on to the traps. I have Dimensional Prison, 2 Bottomless Trapple, 2 Torrential Tribute, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Starlight Road, and 1 Solemn Judgment. And that's the main deck. Now we'll go over to the extra deck. For the extra deck, I have 2 Artorigus, King of Noble Knights. These guys are pretty good. They're 2 level 4 Noble Knight monsters. When it is XYZ summoned, you can target up to 3 Noble Arms equipped spell cards with different names in your graveyard and equip those targets to the card. And then once returned, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to destroy any number of spell or trap cards up to the number of noble cards you control. So, say you have like 3 Noble Knight guys on the field, including him, so that's 3. You can destroy up to 3 spell and trap cards on your opponent's side of the field, which is a very good thing to clear out that backfield. 1 Heroic Champion Excalibur. We all know what Excalibur does, but in case you don't, you can detach 2 for it to have double its attack until the next end phase. Blade Armor Ninja, everybody should also know what it does. It's got 22 attack, level 4, 2 level 4 warrior type monsters, and it can attack twice if you detach 1 XYZ material. So pretty much this deck's based off of just smashing into your opponent continuously with the same card, killing them. We have Heroic Champion Gandaiva, and that's 2 level 4 warrior type monsters, and then once returned when the level 4 lower monster or monsters is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field except during damage step, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card to destroy that sort of some monsters. So it's good for wind-ups. It's basically just like telling wind-ups, no, you can't special summon, you can beat wind-ups like that. It's a really good card for this deck. We have Gagaga Cowboy, Maystroke, Utopia, Photon Polypoperative, if I said that right, Shockmaster. Any deck needs Shockmaster, and you'd be surprised how many times I can get this out of game. I get it out almost every game I play. And then for the level 5 XYZs, we have Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. This thing can win me games when I get stuck. If, like for an example, the other day I was playing this deck, a guy used Ancient Fairy Dragon, and I got this guy out within 2 turns of him playing it, and I pretty much won the duel from there. It was a very easy win. Tyrest, Keeper of Genesis. This is pretty much the other Adreus, but it does a different effect. And then the last XYZ in the extra deck is number 12, Crimson Shadow Ardor Ninja. He's a really good XYZ. I really like him. And then we have Stardust Dragon to go with the Stardust Road. Well, that's the deck profile, and if you liked it, subscribe and like. Thank you.